I think that a large part of what I've started to do and what I want to encourage men to do is to normalize having a space where you're just free, right? Where you are able to unmask, where you are able to talk about your problems, because I've most certainly bottled up my emotions for years and years and years, and really just put ourselves in a place where we can give energy into the world, but we're recharging that phone a little bit as opposed to letting ourselves be at 2%. Funny enough, I looked at my phone at 2% right at that moment when I said that, which is what made me think of that metaphor. It's really, really important that we put that time back into ourselves, and it's not a thing that is taught to us. We have that stigma that we're still battling to this day, and it's just counterproductive, right? Because when you don't rest, when you don't recharge, when you don't take time to unmask, you're setting yourself up to be at a place of total burnout that many of us experience, and it's really, really hard to recover from that place. We can change that.
Do you feel safe unmasking? I mean, this would go for each of you, really. Like, is it okay to unmask?
I've put myself in a position where I do feel safe, and I've befriended people like Brendan and Shane and whatnot, and Jesse and Kai are also great, but I can't say that I still feel safe everywhere doing that. A lot of corporations will look at you and see that you have an ADHD diagnosis and think you're not as good of an employee because of that. There are a lot of partners out there who hold that stigma and don't want to be with somebody with ADHD, or that thinks that they have all these problems. There's still a lot of unsafe spaces with that. So to answer your question, it depends on the room that I'm in, and I try to put myself in the room where I do feel safe.
Mm-hmm.
Can I hop in?
Please.
Is that okay? I think it also mattered, like, as I was listening to you, right? Like, you sort of talked about unmasking and used the word freedom, right? Or that you're free. And it occurred to me that there's sort of two kinds of unmasking, right? There's healthy unmasking and there's significantly less healthy unmasking, right? Like sometimes we take the mask off and it's cool, right? It's like, I'm just going to be tired today or spacey or whatever. And other times when we've been pushed too far in whatever that looks like, then the unmasking is different, right? Then if we're overwhelmed, it might mean I'm shutting down and not doing anything. It might mean that I'm useless, right? And it also might mean that I'm yelling and screaming and angry and more aggressive with my unmasking. So even the question, is it safe to unmask, has two layers, right? Like, am I safe? Is it safe for me to unmask? But also, is it safe for other people for me to unmask? So just a thought.
Mm-hmm. I guess when I asked it, I was thinking, is it safe? Do you feel safe unmasking?
Right.
But I can see its effects on others.
Yeah, and I can tell you, if my unmasking, if my unmasking leads to other people feeling safe, then I don't feel safe either, right? Like, I'm doing it wrong. Sorry, Kyrus, go ahead.
No, you're good. I actually want to double down on what you're saying, because, and correct me if I'm wrong, what you're alluding to is that as a man, unmasking can come with consequences, right? Mm-hmm. When I show my emotions, it's sometimes read as anger. When I lose my focus, it's sometimes seen as carelessness. So a lot of us learn to edit ourselves just to feel safe in rooms that weren't built for our brain. So what I've learned, though, is that safety doesn't always mean comfort. It means surrounding yourself with people who get it, like in situations like this. Our friends or colleagues, communities, whatever it may be. So do I feel safe unmasking in the right places? Yes. But I also think the bigger mission is creating a world where I don't have to think about whether it's safe, whether being myself isn't a risk. It's just being normal.
Right.